Okay guys, just a quick tutorial on writing minor scales. I'm going to start with the natural minor. So I'm going to do number 8, which is on page 28. This is asking for a G natural minor scale. So I'm going to put all the notes on the staff, making sure that I do not skip any lines or spaces until I reach the next G. Then I'm going to look at my circle of fifths, and I'm going to see what it says the key signature is for G minor. That would be the inside of the circle. If you look, it'll say there are 2 flats. If we know, if there are 2 flats, it's B and E because we know the order of our flats and sharps. So I'll put the flat in front of the B, the flat in front of the G, and I'm finished. Now let's do harmonic minor. So we're going to look at number 6, also on page 28. And again, I write in my notes. Paying attention to the fact that I'm in bass clef. And I already know that that top note's going to be the same as the bottom note, the first note, so I'm going to go ahead and put that sharp on there. And the key signature for C sharp minor, if I look at the inside circle of my circle of fifths, will be 4 sharps. Those 4 sharps would be F, C, which is already there, G, and D. I've applied the key signature, which means now I have a natural minor scale, but they're asking for harmonic minor. In order to make it harmonic, I have to go to the 7th scale degree and raise it a half step. That would be the next to the last note. It's already a natural, so to raise, I put a sharp. Now I'm going to look at melodic minor. I'm going to go down here to number 14. Again, I put in my notes. I go to my circle of fifths. The key of C minor has 3 flats. That would be B, E, and A flat. Now again, I'm going to do this in pencil, but I did it in pen so you could see it better on the camera. When it comes to that, right now I still have a natural minor, but I need melodic. In order for that to happen, I have to raise 6 and 7 a half step. How do I make a note that's flat a half step higher? Instead, I'm going to put a natural sign. So for both of these, I had to put natural. And now I have my 3 different types of scales that I've written. A couple of other things to consider. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. I believe you had to do 21 through 23. Let me make sure. Yes, you're identifying scales. So I'm going to look at number 2, and it starts on, well, if you can see it, it starts on B flat. So because I'm more familiar with my key signatures in major, I'm going to see if it's major first. So I say to myself, what is the major key signature for B flat? Well, it would be 2 flats, B and E. And I can already tell that I have more than 2 flats in this scale. So major's out. It must be some form of minor. So now I have to determine which minor. So I go back to the circle of fifths and I say, what's the key signature for B flat minor? And it is B, E, A, D, and G. So I have the B, I have the E, I don't have the A, so that note has been raised. B, E, A, D I have, but I don't have the G. It too has been raised. So I say to myself, well, they've raised 6 and 7. This must be B flat melodic minor. you see how those arrows have helped me, because when I could see that it had been raised, I put the arrows, and then that was going to be, once I was finished, I could go back and see whether it was 6 and 7 or whatever it had been. Let's look at number 4. This starts on an A, and it's A sharp, and everything is sharp. I'm going to go to my circle of fifths. I don't believe there's a key signature for A sharp major, so I must be dealing with minor. And if I look, the key signature for A sharp minor is 7 sharps. That would mean everything was sharp. In this case it is. Nothing then has been raised, so this is A sharp natural minor. So you see how I'm doing it through process of elimination. Keep your circle of fifths handy to make things quicker for you. I'm going to also look at number 6. And the first thing that I notice is a double sharp. So I know automatically it's one of the minors, and it can't even be natural minor. So it's either melodic or harmonic. And if I think about it, B has not been raised. It couldn't have been flat to start with all these sharps that are included, right? So it must be D sharp harmonic minor, because obviously the 7th scale degree has been raised. Again, let me know if you have any problems. Good luck tomorrow.